What's up, Doc?
Hiya guys, and welcome to another edition of What's Up?
What's up?
And today we're going to be talking about those very helpful and very beneficial omega-3 fatty acids. Scott Aldridge from Kent has sent us in a good email. He's asking whether omega-3 fatty acids are going to help him with his memory. And
Good one.
Good question. Yeah,
Good
brilliant question actually. And yes, they are, is the short answer to that question. But what I'd like to do is now just go through a bit of information about omega-3 fatty acids. I think omega-3 fatty acids is probably one of the best things you could possibly get in terms of nutrition, guys. It offers a good range of health benefits. But first, I just want to talk about where we can get this really important fatty acid from. Now, we can get this from different sources. So we can get it from animal sources, like marine animals, such as your oily fishes, so your sardines or your mackerel or salmon, even trout. Other seafood like krill and things like that, which is quite popular in Asian cooking and stuff like that, are all good sources of omega-3s. And you can also find it in plant form as well, and that'll be found in your sort of your hemp and your chia seeds. And other nuts as well, you can sort of get it from. So the difference between the two, between the sort of the animal sources and the plant sources, is EPA, DHA, and ALA. Now these are different sort of bonds of fatty acids, and the different forms of the omega-3s, which is metabolized in the body in different ways. Now most of the health benefits associated with omega-3s are found in your sort of your EPAs and your DHAs, and those are found in your sort of animal sources like your fishes and your seafoods, guys. Your ALAs are found in your plant sources like your hemp and your chia seeds and so on, and your flax seeds. But the difference between the three, guys, is that the body will metabolize them differently in the respect that the ALAs will be transferred in your system to EPA and DHA. Okay, so what I mean, at a low ratio. So what I mean is the ALAs, I'm not saying not to eat the vegetable sources, but they're not going to be as potent, let's say, as the animal sources in terms of offering you those health benefits that the EPAs and the DHAs offer you. So let's move on to some of those benefits, guys. So it's very, very well publicised supplement. You've probably heard about it in the media. That it offers really good benefits sort of for brain function, okay? And as associated with that brain function is really good memory, something that I'm not always the best at. So good job our supplement with it. But it's really good with that kind of thing, and also good with reducing the risk of things like sort of heart attacks and strokes as well. So it's very well publicised that it has a really positive effect on heart health too, guys. It also,
going back to that, I think one of the main reasons for that is it can act as almost like a thinner of the blood.
Yes,
which is
definitely.
why it helps with that circulation. But I would say if you are on any kind of medication that does already thin your blood, then it's probably not one to get a sort of overdose on your fish oils. It has a negative effect on clotting the blood as well. So if you're already on those type of things, then it may be kind of adverse effect.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so you've got to be careful in terms of that supplementation if you are already sort of taking medication. Also, it can slow down the symptoms of your autoimmune diseases. You know, it has a lot of immune boosting properties too. So it's really good for anybody like athletes or people that have got a schedule of a lot of intense training. So good to get that in there. But it's been known to help prevent things like osteoporosis as well. Studies have shown that it can have positive effects on that, and it's a powerful anti-inflammatory. You know, so it's also used in that joint health too, and it so helping to decrease sort of things like rheumatoid arthritis. And finally, it's also studies have shown that it has a positive effect on trying to prevent certain cancers too. So my my thoughts on this is that it's always best to get your nutrients from your food. So I would advise you to sort of eat about, at least one oily portion of fish per week. Maybe even two. Okay, but sometimes that's not always possible. So guys, you might want to find yourself a good quality supplement. And there's lots of different types of supplements out there. At the moment, there's no actual RDA in place. But it's said that about 500 milligrams of the sort of EPAs and the DHAs will have positive effects on that heart health, and then even as much as say 1,000 milligrams would have a positive effect on the brain and also immune system. So sometimes the recommended dosage on these supplements is actually for once not enough. So you might want to read the small print and see how much of those EPAs and DHAs you're getting in that supplement. So you can get it from your fish oils or your cod liver oils, but just make sure that you're getting a good quality source, because sometimes these can be not, because the fish oil has been preserved for a long period of time. Sometimes it can be rancid as well. If it's not being used sort of directly or within the sort of sell by date. So you want to be making sure that you're getting a good quality source. You can probably find that in any sort of health stores, or even in the liquid form as well, which I believe sometimes needs to be kept in the fridge. So anything you want to add to that, Nick?
No, I don't think so. I think it's key, again, another benefit of taking any kind of fish oils and things like that, or any kind of fatty acids, it's going to get you benefits of your A, D and K vitamins. The breakdown of those as well. So anyone that's kind of athlete or training hard that needs those benefits from those vitamins, again, get some of these bad boys in.
Definitely, that's it. Yeah, making sure you've got those good ratios as well of the different fats and in your system too, between the sort of omega-3s, 6s and 9s. So most people we find have got in our Western diet is overconsumption of those omega-6s, found in those sunflower oils and so on. So
absolutely.
That's something that we need to be mindful of too, because that can lead to sort of negative effects in the body.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Better to get that omega-3.
The omega-6, like I say, are very common in the diet.
Yeah.
So there shouldn't be any need at all to supplement those.
Yeah.
We should be getting those. Okay. So generally the 3 is what we take to kind of top up and level them out.
Because people don't always get that sort of oily fish into their diet, so it's something that people tend to want to supplement with. You see the supplements of the omega-3, 6s and 9s, the ratios, but as we said, omega-6s, quite a lot of people are getting that in their forms of sunflower oil, and it's put in a lot of different foods. However, and the omega-9s is found in sort of like your olive oils and stuff as well, and it can be produced by the body as well. So it's something that, again, a lot of people are getting into their system. Yeah. But good, thanks.
Cool.
Nicopedia.
Cool. That was good. Like that. Some good information.
Yeah, brilliant.
Well, I've been working here now, 3 years? 4 years maybe, something like that. And never once have they cleaned the floor.
No.
Till this morning.
Now they
decide that they get the noisiest machine possible.
That's it.
And clean the floor right outside the office.
Yeah, always good to distract us. Yeah.
Pleasure with that.
Cheers.
Yeah, good timing. Cool. Right. That's it then for our What's Up this week. And we should see you next week with some more brain gains.
See you next week.
Look out for our highlights of the week.
Highlights of the week.
Cool.
See you guys.